A storm.
Soot. We must get back to work soon. Immediately. Our plans were to us returned.
Hey! Welcome!
What do you want?
Looks like a very long way around.
Parches me horribly.
Must be a meal. Workers mentioned him. Poor guy, unlucky as all hell. Right, now where do I start? Deep claw wounds. Spread between talons indicates a draconid. A wyvern, probably. But these wounds weren't the cause of death. Gut sliced open. Not much blood, so it happened after death. Heart had already stopped pumping. Tooth marks. Small ones, though. So necrophages left him clearly. Sure sniffed out their feast fast. Tissues crushed in places. Must have fallen from quite a height. Crushed by something heavy. Skull bases cracked. Fresh tooth marks. Necrophages. But they got to him after his death. Won't learn anything else from the body. Got it. All clear now. Cow died when it fell from a great height. Draconid must have dropped it. A youngster probably trying to get the cow back to its nest, but it proved too heavy. Emil's bad luck to be standing right underneath. And then there's the crane.
Yes?
Blood. Draconid must have hit it pretty hard. Dropped the cow, then probably tried to steady its flight. Got hurt in the process. Good. Should be simple to track down. Traces of Draconid blood. Barely perceptible. I'm on the right track. Started bleeding heavily. Wound was more serious than I thought, looks like. Like sour mash. Draconid must have attacked the local distillery. Bastard. Stench. Damn.
Please examine.
The distillery. Raised a ruckus, made a mess, then moved on.
Just smelling of everything.
Paw prints. Crawled through here. Clearly too tired to fly. Was in a bad way. Barely crawling. Second Draconid landed here, a larger one. Waited for the smaller one to heal, then they flew off together. Should be easy to track. Smaller one was still bleeding, luckily. Flew off together. Probably bound for their nest. Another cow. Been here longer, this one. Lots. What do we got here? Burn marks? No wyvern made these. Trail ends here. Nest's up there. I bet the farm on it.
Lysards. Quest objective calls them.
So it was Mommy who helped you. Slizzard sons joining the friends.
Very nice.
Right. High time I collected a trophy. Rest of the eggs haven't hatched yet. Need to burn the whole nest. That'll do it.
There's power underneath. Where's the entrance over here?
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
I have only one greater musician. Greater red musician too. Winter cherry, I can make one of them. So it's not possible yet. I'll avoid using my ability points. I need the next one in the mutagen tree, which is actually could upgrade that. It's the same here. Signs can deal critical hits as well. Did it?
Well, have you learned how that cow came to fly?
Yeah, you can get back to work. And it wasn't a plague of falling cows.
Did I not say so from the start? A weight off my chest. So what was behind the animal's plummet?
Young lizard flying over the quarry dropped it. Was trying to get it back to its nest. Food for its mother and siblings. Probably heard the last of the beasts. Burned the nest, eggs, everything.
A praiseworthy precaution, but as I said, I can only pay you what we agreed. I simply haven't any more. Here, take this. And I thank you, Master. All cleared up now, right? No gods, no plague, just the dragon, but it's gone too. We're to pay Emil's widow compensation, and that will be that. So, why do you still stand there and wait, men? Back to work! Chop, chop!
And I've a notion suspicious workings are still afoot. What became of the builders who were to put the statue together? They were due 3 days back, yet there's still no sign of them at our daystone.
They were crushed too, I'm certain of it. Or eaten, or locusts got them, like in Zerikania.
What's this rubbish you spout now? The architect wrote they would arrive a week late with a large shipment of marble from Metana for the prophet's beard. So stop flapping your yaps and get to work. Allow me to walk you away, Master.
That's a dismissal.
Truth be told, I lied. But I cannot have them panic again. The workers he mentioned, they've indeed vanished. Come see me later. I shall divulge to you the details.
More troubles.
So, Master, the workers who vanished, how goes the search?
They vanished? What's that mean?
Just that, along with ample supplies. I had placed an order. More than a dozen wagons reached the building site, yet 5 were lost along the way. Tools, food, building materials, and, first and foremost, the specialists we need. The chief architect included. I wrote to the architect to say the quarry awaits. He should send new plans. But the foreman said the architect was here, at Ardaizo. And this means...
He's missing too. Got it. I'll look around, see what I can learn.
Master, I know not how to thank you, but I beg you to hurry. We shall simply not finish without those 5 wagons.
I think we found one of them, didn't we? Yes, we did. Riffing gear. More of that. Ooh. There's some gear over there.
Drink! Give me a drink!
Oh!
Thank you for pushing me. This was distillery that the Griffin attacked. Some vertical leap. Probably up on that hill. No? It is up on this hill. I was just here.
Must be that ruined fort Lafog mentioned. Worth a look.
Oh. The witch I summoned reached Usar on the 12th of September. September? That's the first time I really used months, the proper months, or proper word for it. Real life month speech. It made a favorable impression. I expected the cold killer, yet found myself speaking with someone who could easily be mistaken for a normal man. Not for his expansive knowledge concerning the habits of monsters, the two-sword in his back, and the griffin-head medallion in his chest, Jerome, as he was called, asked me a great many questions about the beast seen near Mont Crane Castle. Based on my responses, he concluded the monster in question was a Leshen. During our next conversation, the Witcher expressed his astonishment at being offered such a high reward and one paid in advance before he even arrived in Toussaint. I'd taken a liking to the fellow and wanted to be honest with him. Despite the vow I had sworn, I revealed his pay came entirely from a certain Moray, a mage who had decided to use this gift to thank our community for a warm welcome. When Jerome heard the mage's name, he first went pale, then flew into a rage. He shouted, and I quote, "Gonna give that old bastard a piece of my mind," then ran to a stables, mounted his steed, and rode off, leaving a greater part of his possessions behind. He was seen on the road to Mont Crane, but then disappeared, like a rock thrown in deep water. Master Moreau claims he never saw the Witcher. And we kind of...
Here's another piece of his story. Wonder what happened at Mont Crane.
We've already been over there, so we've seen what happened. It's a nice song. Master, 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 master. Stupid board sound effects. Tip, 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 tip. No one over there. Third one there. Fell over. The fuck is that? Ugh. It's one of those catacans or whatever they're called. Persons in distress.
Witcher, save me!
Bad idea.
The whole of us! At once! Stay together! At least try to!
It's only one? Oh, there's he's over there. Couldn't see him.
Shan't drag on too long. Lad! Lad!
Ernest Scrawler's journal. Ding my dong. Today we drink to the last drop. Or till we drop. Four Fingers has pitched camp near Delenfa Pass, and to keep from going daffy with boredom, we set out on a little reconnaissance mission and happened across a merchant caravan. Sadly, we got a bit carried away. Instead of gagging and hog-tying them, the lads sharpened some stakes and stuck the fat feckers on them. That was terribly exhausting work, but we had good fun doing it, and no cliff kisser can take that away. There was one skinny snipe amongst them, but we left him for later. While masses their wagons were packed full of quality wine, just begging to be guzzled. Lastly, we established watches so not everyone would get sloshed at once, as is only common sense. A fool of a papa used to say, "Sonny, the most important thing in life is to like your job. Do that, you'll be happy." That feeble pate was a carpenter. No tart, twiddling idea what he liked about smacking at wood. But bumbutch him anyways. Geezer's been pushing daisies for ages now, and if he were alive, I'd write him a letter like this. "Papa, I like my work a whole lot. Thanks for teaching me to read and write. Because now I can let you know I give absolutely zero fucks about your advice." Come on. I can't walk apparently.
You saved my life. I thank you. Should you need something, find me at the cockatrice.
Need the potions. Next one's over there. I miss Rhodes being able to talk. That was such a cool quest. I want to just go across here. Oh, centipede. Roads can't do bridges. It's kind of annoying. Abandoned estate.
Our deeds in life ring out through all eternity. I am Maximus Nonius Macrinus.
Ow!
Our deeds in life ring out.
Just left a massive sword. Notes by Vandergilder from Philibert's Hanse. I always enjoyed practicing my craft. Killing came as natural to me as blowing my nose. They raised me to be a knight, and being a Pridgeon's not much different. First blood and swords, then wine and harlots to wash their worries away. But ever since that horrid night, everything's changed. My dreams are filled with nightmares in which I relive those events step by step. Took the estate by storm, pulled Maximus Macronius out of his bedding, still in his 90s, where we had to put off dealing with him and first see to his family. Those were our orders, like it or not, but it's one thing to impale some corpulent cow diddler with a wine-stained mustache. quite nice to string up a snot-nosed runt. He squealed like a little girl when the lads threw the noose around his neck. Macronius tried to buy us off, even showed me the candlestick lever that opens the hidden vault where he hides his family's treasure. But Philibert's orders were clear. Next up was Maximus' wife. The lads spent a long time having their way with her and making Maximus watch. Too long. Didn't know the harlot's brood, and haven't a clue what he did to Philibert to make him wish such a fate on him and his family, but that was too much for me. Only once his whole clan was swinging did we turn our attention to Magnus. Struck him with hot pokers, cut off his ears, then slit his gut, and he threw out all his sorrow. Didn't scream even once. Only groaned under his breath. When it came time for him to die in a puddle of his own excrement, under the tree where he hanged his wife and son, he looked me in the eyes and whispers, "Vengeance will be mine, in this life or the next." Those were his last words. Dark clouds filled the sky in that instant. And a harsh gale sprung up. Then he gave the orders to move out. Remember perfectly how, when I reported this back to Philibert, he was all smiles, happy as a clam. He even harangued me for not looting the manor. It was clear he cared about one thing and one thing only, Macronon's death. Yet news of the treasure we left at Castel da Sia quickly spread around Montcrain, and a few lads from our hands are fixing to head over there to see what they can find. I'll join them. Our buried remains were still lying there in the yard. Maybe then the spirits will know peace. Maybe I'll wipe away at least some of my sins. Maybe at last I'll be able to sleep soundly. So there's a hidden wall inside somewhere. Oh, the house is down there. Suppose that's just a shack then? Can't find any candle to pull. Locked. Oh, it's the second floor. There it is. Journal filled with notes written in beautiful calligraphy. It boggles the mind, but that Drex drinking Philibert van Witten must return to the duchy, and it seems he's not alone. He's got a group of fellow sow snugglers, and together they've taken to attacking travelling merchants. Son of a knight has become a brigand. What an outrage. My brother knights warned me Philibert's hands his high-racing men for information about my family. Do I have cause for fear? I've heard Philibert has reached rock bottom. Could he really sink so low as to raise a hand against someone who once spared his life? Apparently. There's one down there.
That's it, Roach.
Start whistling.
Come on now.
I don't know. Not coming from a direction. And in sight. More friggin' bandits.
Stay together. At least try to.
Leviosa's weeping.
Okay. When's my save game? Oh, it's not that far away.
I am life. I am death. Circle him. Circle him.
Come on.
I. That sucks. I tried to do the spin attack, but I couldn't get it started. Reload this. I hate those archers.
Roach.
That's a pheasant. What is your deal, Roach? Please follow the fucking road. Apparently not.
Oh, how long you gonna make me wait?
Apparently someone hit me there, but I don't know how.
Pathetic.
I'm smacking on an empty stomach. I despise it.
I blocked. Probably not. Hit me anyway.
Fetch this empty dead sheep up here.
Oh, no. Yet another fugitive from the north. Why are you here?
Don't know if you noticed, but I just saved your ass.
Yes, yes. Though not without a reward in mind, I wager. I know your kind.
Course. And I'll want a share of your beggar's alms, too. Wanted to take a look at your goods first. May I?
I suppose. But you're to touch nothing, and on purchasing pay in full, in hard currency. Understood?
Nordlings. What about them bothers you so much?
Apart from the fact that they are all thieves, liars, and layabouts, not a thing.
Show me your wares. Promise not to touch anything.
Got a lot of money though. Buy these actually. The greater ones. Whenever I spot them. Oh, a lot of money.
Gotta go. So long.
The quests around.
Greeting! Oh, you bleating bum-butcher.
Butcher. Go to the tavern first.
You go your way, I'll go mine.
I've already been here. The Barrel and Bung in. Oh, I've not been here.
Greetings, sir. What is it you need?
Had wine on my mind all day.
What kind? Red? White? Rosé? Dry? Semi-dry? Sweet? How heavy? What appellation?
I'll need to think about it. Tell me something about the area, would you?
What's there to tell? That the master of these lands, Monsieur de Bourbeau, is the greatest buffoon in old Tucson?
Really? Thanks. Keep an eye out in that case. Show me what you got behind the counter.
Kind of lewd, isn't it? Of Guardian Lemon. No. I did not want to do. Ah, fuck.
Gwent, maybe we could play around.
Cows at the Ardays of Warwick. Not frogs, not cats and dogs, but cows.
She wants some money.
Young goose that visit our acorns. Or wind down their peasant palates and start fires.
Hello?
Phew, stinky.
Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
Ready to work for a young, healthy female, preferably from the countryside. Oh, what is immediately? Females only. Important candidates must have red hair and freckles, preferably all over. Pleasant and easy work, flexible hours, good pay. Employment is temporary with a chance of something more permanent. Really? I just bought this t-shirt and it's already peeling in the print. Employment is temporary with a chance of something. Applications, preferably including a miniature portrait, can be submitted at the Bells of Beauclair near the port. What's that work? Secured my cat. There is no better place for a sick pet to recuperate than the Druid's hut in the north part of Duntine. No folks say there's something odd about that woman. I can't deny it. She's far from normal. When I visited her, I saw her sniff at a handful of straw as if it were the most irresistible perfumes. I took a sniff as well. It smelled just like a normal whisper straw to me. She won't look you in the eye, but animals take to her like bees to honey. My tomcat is old and had been rather sickly. But after 2 days at the Druidess, he's full of vim and vinegar once more. Chases mice like he used to and has a hearty appetite. Haven't seen a cat so happy in a long time. Highly recommended. Announcement. I play the lute. I'm looking for someone who plays the ocarina. I'm confident that with our powers combined, we should be the toast of every tavern in Beauclair, perhaps even in all of Tucson. Mark Bloom. I'm hiring rafters to float logs. Contract a monster of Tufo, the vineyard known as Tufo, which is counted among many my possessions and is famed throughout all the world for the superb Melon Blanc. It produces is possessed by some monstrosity. Any knight who tracks the beast slated will not prove only his honor, but also in a reward of not insignificant size. Therefore hear my call. All brave and valorous men of Tucson, make haste to Tufu to converse with the undersigned. Rules of travelers, by price of fare, yada yada.
Fork. Does the
Yes?
word mean anything to you?
Orc.
Not good.
Do you like it here?
Collapsed building. Foundations probably caved in. Literally undermined.
Could I ever use a nap?
What is this place? May, finally responds to my notice. A witch as big as a mountain and beard as a dwarf. He asked me about the contract and said he'd take it. About as much coin as we've set aside for Fifi's dowry. That's some nerve, but I had no other choice. I had to agree. The witcher claims the problems are caused by some subterranean monster. He searched the area and found an entrance to a complex of caves by a stream in the Mercent forest. He plans to enter through it tomorrow. The witch hasn't returned. Some elf from the city asked about him. And that's some nerve giving our address to non-humans. Ugh. Fucking racist. Enough of this. I'll never hire a witch again. It'll soon be 10 days since he took his retain and disappeared. Plan to sell the things he left behind to cover at least a portion of my losses. Too bad he mostly just left with scraps, scribblings that no one will want to purchase.
Whatever beast the Witcher was hunting, doesn't seem like he killed it. Gotta keep my eyes peeled.
Could be down here somewhere. Oh, it's not down here, it's somewhere else. I could be down here. There's a guard's treasure here. Oh, graves. Besotted Clerk's Journal. I've decided I shall ask her tomorrow. A man only lives once. We agreed to meet at our usual place at noon. Clarice has asked for a half day off, and I'll sneak away from the chancellery. That old foggy of a supervisor will never notice I'm missing. Even if it did, so what? I'm young, I'll find other work. Although, if Clarissa found out I'd lost my job, she might not agree. But I proposed to her ages ago. We're not aware of how much she fears the life of poverty. Never said as much, but I can see it worries her. But what are we waiting for? Together we shall live more economically than apart. Finally, we shall have not to constantly scheme up ways to meet here. I once invited to dine at the best eatery in Old Beauclair. So many times I've imagined what it would be like. Waiters decked out in golden livery would bring us foie gras and sorbets. Clarissa would sit on a satin cushion, a raven black crown of hair on her head, and looking beautiful, the most beautiful in the room and in the older room. And would pull out a diamond ring, but the truth is I shall not be able to afford all that. Not even if Clarissa were to insist a ring of simple silver would be enough for her. We'd be better off spending that coin to buy a house in Hortville, where we would open up a shop and she could sell hats. Thus I shall propose to her tomorrow in the abandoned wine cave, which serves as our meeting place. Coast sanctuary where we've spent so many pleasant hours together. It's never complained that our only romantic moments have been spent surrounded by cobwebs and old barrels of wine, but tomorrow marks the end of all that. Once we are wet, I will carry her across my threshold. It'll be tight quarters, but it will be room enough for a bed, and there'll be no cobwebs. Only a simple copper ring to for her with a red glass jewel of the cheapest sort. But a promise in a year's time I'll exchange it for a silver one with an amethyst, or maybe even a ruby. Oh, Clarissa, tomorrow cannot come soon enough. I think I shall not be able to fall asleep tonight. Well, he's newly dead, so... Oh, they're both here. Shit. Oh, he's got roses in her hand. Hopefully not a... ring on her hand. That's probably too much detail to ask for. I love environmental storytelling like that.
Could I ever use it?
Blaspheming bunnies. That's a new one.
Boy, is my bum ever ready to blow.
This bum is ready to blow.
Hello there.
Fare thee well.
Yeah? What is it?
Now, why does one summon a witcher, To inquire about the gossip currently flowing about the court? I have a problem with a beast.
Ah, you the one posted the notice? Go on then, spit it out. What's it about?
First, my dear witcher, we must establish ground rules. Given the vast difference in our respective social positions, I'm sorry to say I take umbrage at the familiar tone you take. I expect deference. I expect you to address me as Sir, or better yet, as Monsieur de Bourbeau.
Fine. Monsieur de Bourbeau.
The emphasis falls on the last syllable. Bourbeau?
Mm-hmm. See, now I'd rather emphasize something else. Tell me what this is about, monsieur, or I'll change my mind and go.
Nordlings and their manners. Very well. Let us get this over with. Something has infested my vineyard.
Mm-hmm. Great. Let me go prepare my something oil then.
I beg your pardon?
Need more information than that. Where was this something seen? Any witnesses? Bodies to examine?
Therein lies the rub. None has seen the beast. We've only heard signs of its presence, a strange scratching and shrieks. Neither are there any corpses to inspect. Men simply disappear without a trace.
Noises you mentioned. Where do they come from?
Well, everywhere. But they're most clearly audible in the wine cellar.
Means the monster must dwell underground. When are the noises loudest?
In the night, just as they were years ago, when the buildings quaked. Another expert agreed to look into the matter then, but was never thereafter seen nor heard of.
Who's disappeared, if you don't mind my asking?
Most recently some farmhand, I believe.
Despite the vast difference in your social statuses, do you perchance remember the farmhand's name, monsieur?
No. You must speak to my wife. She has more collegial relations with this household help. She's away at the moment visiting her mother, but should return forthwith. Oh, that should suffice with the questions. Now tell me, will you take the contract? Yea or nay?
Fine, I'll do it. Need to look around here first. Then I'll want to talk to Madame de Bourbeau.
Very well. I shall inform you once she has returned. Meanwhile, the key to the cellar. Just whatever you do, please do not disturb the wine barrels. You've taken up enough of my time. You were to go to the cellar.
After dark.
How are things?
Sorry, kitty. I'm sorry you hate me.
All right, let's look around.
Recapitulation. This past half fortnight, I was forced to assign 3 workmen to cleaning up the damage caused by the Earth's strange trembling. A fact which significantly slowed the work on the vines. Sophie remains in confinement and will not be able to return to work for some time, and later her effectiveness will be hindered by the presence of the child. Jean-Luc did not even report for work today, with no warnings and no excuse. When he finally does show, she'll have to have a serious talk with them.
Shattered dishes. Got knocked off the shelf somehow. Shaken off, maybe? What the? Wall almost collapsed. A tunnel? Where's this go? That's better.
What's better? Serious tunnels.
Tunnels. Not the work of kicking wars, that's certain. Too big for any insectoid. Goes on and on, this tunnel.
I didn't see it.
Should be able to break through. Damn it, it's getting away.
More warriors.
More nest. Almost eat them. Getting more interesting by the minute. Cracked kicking more eggs. Something's been feeding on them. No kicking more dug this. Tunnels are the work of something much bigger. Something with heavy, wide claws.
If my toxicity decreases or not. I'm not being very nice, and I'm very poisoned. I'm too. I have to find a potion that clears it up, and I cannot remember what it looks like. Looks like this.
Kicking more eggs. Should destroy them before the young hatch. Vineyard. Water coursing. Underground stream. Monster I'm looking for lives underground, digs tunnels, feeds on Kikimores, and is big. Very big. Won't learn anything else here. Time to go back to the surface. Last one.
Oh, that was art, not Igni. That's the wrong direction.
Do you see this? He demolished...
Sacre bleu!
I was right, sacre
What is
bleu.
the meaning of this? I'm paying you to slay a monster, not demolish my property.
Property's falling apart on its own, what with all the tunnels under it. I'd fill those in soon if you don't want your building to collapse.
Tunnels? Fiddle my thumb, how did tunnels appear down there?
Something dug 'em. A large creature. Also killed a few kikimores down there and destroyed their eggs. Consider it a half favor. Won't cost you much.
Kikimore eggs. Yes, of course, good work. Indeed, a reward is due.
Madame de Bourbeau, I presume? Hear you know something about the missing farmhand.
Jean-Luc? Yes. We went to examine this year's seedlings. Something had been nibbling at them. Then we heard these odd noises. Jean-Luc went to reconnoiter and never returned.
Where'd you last see Jean-Luc, madame? Exactly.
In the fields, north of here, by the wood.
New seedlings there? I was under the distinct impression we had planted them all on the south slope.
Almost all, my dear. I requested that some be planted to the north, by the grove. Just the remainders.
Madame, could you describe Jean-Luc?
Tall, exceedingly well built, hair black as pitch.
Dear, concentrate. There is not a peasant that is not well built. They work in the fields all day. He means scars, birthmarks, that sort of thing.
Then none, I suppose. But he did wear a pendant around his neck. A silver one.
Silver jewelry on a farmhand?
It was a gift, I believe. Or that is what he claimed.
Should be enough to go on.
Then what are you fritting round here for? Get to work.
Ow. Bastard.
Perhaps moves into an extended sack.
Let me out.
Ah!
Well, will you stay long?
Yes? All is in order.
Picking at night.
Bread's really stale. Been here a while. Blanket was laid out here. Good vintage. Must have been a special occasion. Someone had a picnic or something.
Split here?
Track split. Woman turned back here. Man kept going. Man's footprints lead here. Blood. Human.
What the?
A foot. Been gnawed on. Not good. Something walked through here. Big bastard with a heavy tail. Large, deep tracks. Claw marks. Straight, dull, perfect for digging. Felled trees, as if something rolled over them. So is shale mar. Only they dig tunnels and move like that.
I thought it would go to the entrance. Oh, that's a different entrance.
Cave entrance. Let's see if this witcher left any tracks. Claw mark. rocks. Straight, dull, perfect for digging.
A warning. Buildings around here have been collapsing because of monsters dug tunnels all over the place. Not sure what kind of beast it is. Don't come after me and don't wipe my symbols off the walls because I need them to find my way out. Do not build heaven.
Symbol on the wall. Clever. Gotta keep a lookout for more. The giant centipedes.
2 of them. Oh, fish. 1 shot. There was no damage point given or anything. It just died. Usually on the left side, I can see a combat log. Nothing. Oh, why? Giant centipedes are absolutely the worst to fight. Especially 2 of them at the same time.
You like that silver?
Taking in damage. Interesting. I was up there and I can't get up there. That almost killed me. Yeah. More gold rings. I think a lot of people were killed in these tunnels.
Whoa, Shale Mars close.
Oh no, giant centipede. More down here. Please allow me to save. There we go.
Shalmar's lair. Gotta be. Drags its victims here. Pretty fresh, some of them. Gonna have to brew some bait. Need the blood of a recent victim and some of the mushrooms that grow here. Highly decayed. Partly eaten. This is what became of them lying here a while. Fresh corpse. Must be Jean-Luc. Crushed ribs, cracked skull. Shalmar did this. No 2 ways about it. Silver pendant. A lock of hair inside. Same color as Madame de Bourbeau's.
Scale them up bait.
Gotta spill it within the lair, somewhere near an air current, so the scent spreads throughout the cave.
Can't really get up there, can I? Yeah, I can. But I was not where I needed to go, apparently. Please trigger something? I don't know. Oh, it's one of these things, okay.
Ugh, that stench. Shalemore will be here any minute.
Oh, dang. Thought I had his number. Apparently I had mine. Dang. Whoa.
Just gotta chop off its head and go get my reward.
That's his tradition.
Let's dance.
Ooh. One of the... no, doesn't look like this. Any Grandmaster stuff down here?
And I say, hey, what's going on?
Forgive me, I'm occupied.
Be gone from my sight.
Well, will you stay long?
No cats. Please, I'm tired of it. Tired of your hatred. Hate productive things.
Fix it by the end of the day.
Monsieur de Bourbeau, can we talk?
You'd best be bearing good news. Get on with it.
Got rid of the beast that was giving you trouble. It was a Shelmar.
Shelma? Whatever could that be?
Kinda like a cross between a mole and a caterpillar. Just big as a barn.
Uh-huh. Well, Master Witcher, you make a poor first impression, but ultimately proved your worth. There. Your reward.
As for Jean-Luc, afraid he's dead. Sorry.
Who? Oh, him. Trivial as losses go. I shall soon find another to take his place.
Right. After all, he is just a peasant. Not a monsieur de blah blue blah. So long.
Can find a madam and tell her.
Folks say some large armored foundations. Its why thinks are toppling.
Talk to the commander.
Quite a bit of stone.
Where would she be?
Hey, Tony Champion! The bells must give you one hefty reduction.
She be even be out and about. That is not a door, apparently. Locked. I'll get in there. So unless she's outside, I can't tell her the news about her lover. Oh.
So, have you found him?
Found this.
Jean-Luc?
Sorry. Really, I am. Lock of hair inside. It's yours, isn't it?
Yes. Jean-Luc and I... Well, I'm certain you've pieced it together already. I thank you for your discretion, for avenging him. Please, it's terribly modest, I know, but you must take this reward. My husband is certain to be miserly with his gold. Now, if I may, I'd like to be alone.
I guess that's the next quest.